Good evening. I hope everybody's doing really well. Just thought I'd jump on here tonight. I just really feel like there's a message that wants to come through, and I've set the intention for the reading tonight for anybody who is watching this video. The intention is that this message is for you. Not everything in the message might resonate with you, but whatever does, please do take it, and anything that doesn't, leave it for somebody else, because it probably is just for somebody else. So I've got a couple of decks laid out in front of me, and I'm just going to go ahead and pull some energies and see what wants to come through. I've been itching to do this all day. I've been out walking with the dogs, and I've felt very drawn to the moon tonight, so I've pulled one of my moon decks as well. So for anybody that knows me, I read my cards intuitively and with help from spirit. So anybody that does share these decks, I don't generally read from the guidebook unless I feel compelled to. So go with it. Let's see what wants to come out for everybody today. So Spirit, please, what is the message, please, for the viewer, for anybody that's watching this video? So it is a Friday night. I believe it is the 27th of March, but these readings are timeless. So whenever you pick this reading up, this reading is for you. So let's see what wants to come out first. I'm using an animal spirit deck, the Colette Baron Reed one. I just really love the imagery. It's a pretty new deck to me as well. So anyway, let's get started. Okay, so what do the viewers need to know, please? Like I said, I'm feeling very moony. So let's see what comes through. Okay, I've been watching the moon on my walk tonight, and I felt compelled to put my moonstone ring on as well. So what have we got? Oh, very apt. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, wow. So we have the bat spirit. Okay. So the bat spirit. And what's that message on the bottom? A rebirth is assured. You have to forgive me. I don't have my glasses on tonight. I just didn't really feel like wearing them. I'll try not to wear them anyway. So a rebirth is assured. So on this card, we have the bat hanging upside down, as is the nature of bats. You know, that's what we always think of for bats, is that they sleep hanging upside down. That's how they rest, right? It's also a number 5, this card. So number 5s are all about change, and it does talk about a rebirth. And, you know, looking at the bat, it does remind me of the Hangman. So the Hangman card in the tarot, where he's hanging upside down from the Tree of Life. I was going to try and give it its proper name. Yggdrasil, I think it's called Yggdrasil. I'm not sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. Any Nordic speaking folk out there, please let me know, because obviously that's not my best Norse. So Bat Spirit. It's a beautiful card. He's got this wonderful little gem in the centre of his forehead. I can't quite see what that is, actually. Let me have a look under the light. To the light of my candle. Oh, it's beautiful. But yes, it reminds me of the Hangman. And this little gem here, it's kind of around, he's got his crown. He's got a little something crowning him, and he's also got a little gem on his third eye. And that to me is just a bit like, it's kind of giving me the feeling of enlightenment. So we have a rebirth is assured, we have some sort of enlightenment, and also we have this sort of idea of there's change coming through. So there's definitely change coming through for somebody. And I know that sounds incredibly vague, but what I'm getting from this is you're seeing now, you're seeing quite clearly, you've put your life on pause for a while, and you've been hanging around waiting to see what's going to happen. You sort of, I don't know, you've taken a step back from life and just sort of sat and waited, because you were sort of not too sure if you should plough ahead and try and make plans and try and push things. And actually what you've done is, instead of push things forward, you've just sort of taken a step back. I think you're waiting for this full moon. I think that's why we've got the moon energy wanting to come through. Look at my moonstone ring. It's massive, isn't it? I think you're waiting for the full moon. Yeah, I mean, bats, obviously, they fly by night, don't they, as well? They are, they're night animals. They're, I can't even think of the word. What is the word for an animal that hunts by night? I can't think, but they use echolocation, don't they? So they're not traditional communicators. They use echolocation to actually navigate their way through the dark skies, don't they? So perhaps you've been communicating sort of under the radar, if you like. Maybe you've not been, maybe you're planning something but keeping your plans to yourself and just sort of doing it under the radar, keeping it on the low down. Okay. Let's go to this moon deck and see if what else wants to come out for this moon. Right, okay. This is a gorgeous deck, by the way. This is the Dark Moon Oracle. I've never used this on a video before, so let's just see what comes out. So somebody, it has been on pause. They are waiting for something to happen. They're trying not to force it through. I feel like you're waiting for a new moon cycle. Inner critic. Now, this is a gorgeous one. Inner critic. Can you see that? Inner critic. Okay. Okay, so it's a lady. She's very much in the spotlight, this lady, and she's looking at herself in the mirror. And she's looking at the reflection. And she's probably, like most ladies, we look in the mirror, don't we? And we look at all our flaws. I do it myself. You know, you look at yourself on camera and you think, oh, I don't like that, or I don't like this. And actually, what you need to do is you need to take a step back and look at yourself as a whole. Not look at the bits and pieces of it you don't like, because look at this. She's looking in the mirror, but what she doesn't realise, and I've said this to friends of mine before, is that, and to my kids actually, when you look at yourself in the mirror, you don't see the real you. You never see the real you. You only ever see a reflection, and that reflection is only as good as the mirror that you're looking into. So you will never actually see the real you, and you will never actually see what other people see either, because everybody has a different way of viewing you. So what you've got to remember, if you're in a situation where you are feeling critical of yourself or your abilities, or you know, the way you look or anything like that, what you've got to remember is that when you look in that mirror, you're only getting a reflection. You're not getting the true you. That's not real, what's coming back to you. It's a distorted image from a mirror, which is basically, it's a piece of glass, isn't it? And that reflection will only ever be as good as that piece of glass. So if you've got a piece of glass, a mirror that you're looking into with impairments, then you're going to get an impaired image. But also, you'll never see yourself the way other people see you either. So it's really important to remember that just because you may focus on your flaws, you may focus on the bits that you don't like, and you may pick yourself apart because you're only looking at a distorted view of yourself. You're not actually seeing the real you. It's a really weird concept, isn't it? So, you know, if that's you, just remember that, you know, other people see something completely different to what you see, which is why if somebody gives you a compliment, please take it. It's really important that you take it. in my experience, people don't give out compliments when they don't mean it. And you know what? If they do, you can tell that they don't mean it. And if they're giving out a compliment that they don't mean, then that says a lot more about them than it does about you. So use your discernment. And remember, when you look in the mirror, you're not getting the real picture, right? It depends how good your mirror is. And even if you've got the best mirror in the world, that's not the real you. That's just a reflection. It's just a reflection. Okay. Okay, so what is this all about then? I feel like, let's get another animal. So we're having a bit of a rebirth. We're looking really hard at ourselves, aren't we? We're making some changes because we're having a good long look in the mirror at ourselves and what we've been up to, and maybe having a little bit of think about how we're operating in the world, how we're showing up, maybe how we want to show up. Okay, so it is okay to be critical, but don't be overcritical. All right, don't be overcritical. Okay, it's good to be authentic and to show up as yourself. Okay, you don't need to be a people pleaser. You can show up as yourself in the world. All right. Okay, let's have a look and see what else wants to come out. It's always a surprise. The mouse spirit. Tend to the small things. Oh. Mouse spirit. Can you see that? It's very cute, isn't it? Very cute. Tend to the small things. Okay. It's card number 40, which reduces to a 4. And 4 is all about foundations and stability. So tending to the small things. It's a bit like, look after the pennies and the pounds will look after themselves, right? So when you start looking after the small things in your life, the larger things, the bigger picture comes together. So now this is really interesting. I've just had, so they're showing me the hawk, well, the bird of prey that I saw tonight on my walk. When I go out walking with the dogs, there's a small sort of thicket on a field. There's some farm fields that sort of join together, and there's a thicket, and my dogs like to go rooting around in there. And there are 2 buzzards that seem to live around there, and I call them the buzzard bros. I don't know if they're male or female, but they always hang around together, so I call them the buzzard bros. Now tonight I didn't see the buzzard bros, I missed them, and as I was coming back up there was a smaller bird of prey, probably some kind of a hawk, and it was actually doing the hovering, and it just made me think of perspective. And obviously we've got this bat spirit here, okay, and that is again giving me hangman vibes, and hangman vibes gives me perspective, because when he's hanging upside down he's getting a different perspective. And I think what this is about putting things into perspective. So looking at your life as a whole, putting it all into perspective and making sure that tending to the small things, and also the small things with regard to general life, so just everyday life, but also with regards to yourself. So tending to the small things within yourself. So are we drinking enough water? Are we eating a healthful diet? Are we getting enough sleep? Are we reducing our stress? Okay, because we're looking in this mirror here. We're looking in the mirror and the spotlight's on us. The spotlight's there and it's saying, come on, there's something that we need to look at here. So whilst you don't need to be too overly critical, and you don't need to chastise yourself, what this is asking you to do is to find some perspective and look at the things that you need to tend to in order to improve your situation. So if you're feeling a bit, I don't know, under the weather, if you're feeling a bit downtrodden, maybe you are being overcritical of yourself, what they're asking you to do is to find a different perspective, find a new perspective, have a look at those small things that you can make changes of. Remember, the only thing that you have control over is yourself. You can't control anybody else, you can't control the outer world, but you can control how you respond to it. And the important thing is to do those small things that make you happy and that make you feel joy and that keep you in a good place and keep you in a good vibration, in a high vibration, okay? And it's all about making those slow and small and steady changes, shifting that mindset, shifting that perspective, and so that you like what looks back at you in the mirror. Does that make sense? I want to get another moon card. Let's get another moon card and see what comes out. Let's see what other energy is coming out. Oh, hello. Ah, okay. This is really nice. Okay, so we have 37 blessings. Okay. Blessings. So we have a buffalo here and a lady with this beautiful glow coming out of her hands. Number 37, so that is a 1, a 10 and or a 1. So that's new beginnings. Okay, so we have a rebirth is assured with, you know, plenty of change going on there. And then we have blessings coming in. So, you know, I think really what the cards are telling us here, I mean, if you look at this as well, one of the beautiful things about animals is that they're always very grounded. They spend a lot of time with their feet on the floor. They're incredibly grounded. And that's what I'm getting from this buffalo. They're incredibly grounded animals, but they're incredibly abundant animals as well. There is another, there's a card in one of my other animal decks, and it is a bison, and you know, buffalo and bison are quite similar animals, and the message with the bison is all about grounding and abundance as well. And so this blessings, really what I'm feeling here is that, you know, with your rebirth, through looking at yourself, answering that inner critic, and kind of putting it right, if you like, by tending to the small things, and then being able to look in the mirror and like what you see without being overly critical and without being overly judgmental of yourself. I think at that point, that is when you will start to notice your blessings coming in, because you are going to start to surrender. You're going to start to surrender that control over what you think you should be, over how you think you should be living your life, over the things you think you should have at this stage, okay? And you're just going to be, and it will help you be a more authentic version of yourself. And once you become a more authentic version of yourself, that is when the blessings will start to come in, okay? Right, let's just get a little bit of tarot and see what the tarot wants to say. I wasn't going to say it, but I'm going to say it. The name Wilson might mean something to you. It's been with me for quite a long time. So if the name Wilson means something to you, or the film Castaway, this could be your reading as well, okay? Or certainly pay more attention. But yeah, Wilson. Okay, right. Let's get some extra information for the viewer, please. So what do we need to know? Okay. 10 of Cups in reverse. the I can't count, the 8 of Pentacles in reverse. I got my cards upside down probably. And the Mother of Wands in reverse. Okay, so the Mother of Wands is the Queen of Wands. Right, so the 10 of Cups, here we go. This is our 10 of Cups. And it's in reverse. Okay? So this is you waiting for your blessings, basically. You're waiting for them to come. They've not come yet, but I feel that they're on their way. I also feel that you've got some hard work to do. And that's why it's in the reverse. You're weaving your web, but you're not there yet. I don't believe this is... I don't normally read reversals, but when they come out, sometimes I feel like they have to be, reversed. But what I feel that this is kind of showing you. Also, here we go. Our Mother of Wands in reverse. Now, can you see she's a snake? And what are our snakes all about? They're all about transformation. Because what does the snake do? Well, it sheds its skin, doesn't it? The snake sheds its skin. The snake is also a symbol of healing. So traditionally, the snake is a symbol of healing. Now, the Queen of Wands also, she's a fire queen, isn't she? She's a very successful, very confident queen. We don't have to assign gender to it, it's just an energy. But she's a very confident, very successful queen. So Sagittarius, Aries, and what's the other fire sign? I can't remember the other fire sign. Leo. Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo, fire signs. So you could be one of those, but you don't have to be. But yeah, she's a snake. And can you see how she's clutching her eggs there? So she's really holding on to something. She's, she's looking after those very fiercely. Okay. But she's also in reverse. So what I'm getting here is that you do have blessings. Absolutely, you've got some blessings coming through. You've got a lot to be proud of. A lot to be proud of with this Queen of Wands as well. But you've still got a way to go. You've got a little bit of work to put in. A little bit of extra work to put in. But you can be confident that these blessings are going to come through. Let's just get an outcome card and see if there's a final outcome. What's the final piece of advice, please, Spirit? Final piece of advice. Yeah, because that 8 of Pentacles, that's the hard work card. So I'm feeling like you just got a little bit more to do, There's just a bit more to do. A little bit more work, a little bit more, just having a look in that mirror, tending to those small things. Let's see what the final message is. Everything's in reverse. You've got the 2 of Wands in reverse. I love that. So this is the 2 of Wands in reverse. Now the 2 of Wands is a really nice positive card. So that's it normally upright. Look at the colours. It's lovely. And the Wands represent... The 2 of Wands is... You're on the precipice. You're on the threshold. You need to make a decision. And this is all about... This is about your passions, okay? The Wands are about fire and passion and inspiration. So it's about taking some sort of inspired action. So you're on the threshold of it, but you need to decide which way to go. So they're asking you to make a decision, basically, because you haven't done it yet. You haven't made a decision yet about which way you're going to go. So basically, they want you to make a decision. Let's just get a last card because this is good. They want you to make a decision and follow the direction that brings you most joy and lights you up and makes you feel inspired. I feel like there's another moon card as well. The Magician. You've already got everything that you need inside of you. You have all the tools that you need. But what I feel like with this Magician, because it's a leopard, it is a leopard, not a cheetah. Yeah. Is that it's hiding. I feel like the reason why you haven't moved forward with this is because you can't see. You can't see what you've got. You can't see it. If you look at this leopard quite closely, he's giving the side eye. It's almost like he doesn't want to look. It's almost like he's kind of like, It's like he's looking in the mirror. It's like he's looking in the mirror with the side eye because he doesn't want to see yet. He's still being too critical. He's still being too critical of himself, and he doesn't want to look and see that everything that he needs is actually already within him. He's even got his paw on this pentacle. He's actually holding it. He's holding his blessings. Look, he's holding his blessings, but he doesn't want to. He doesn't realize it because he doesn't want to look in the mirror and see the truth. He doesn't want to see the real him. He's looking away from the sword of truth. Look. So he doesn't want to see the truth. He won't look in that mirror. Again, that's a number 1. Okay. So we've got another number 1, which is beginnings. New beginnings. Really interesting. Right, let's get a final moon card because I just feel a lot of moon energy here. I feel like you're waiting for the full moon. I just do. I was watching the moon tonight and it's getting big. It's very bright in the sky. But yeah. Oh, oh my gosh. Yeah. You've got another number 5. You've got resistance. Resistance. Number 5. You're resisting the change. You're resisting the change. Don't resist it. Don't resist it. Seriously, let go. It's like, look at this lion. Is your pride getting in the way of you letting go? Are you being too proud? Stop being so proud. Let go. Release control. You don't need to have control of everything. We weren't born to control everything. We just weren't. We're not here to control everything. We're here to let go and surrender. That's what we need to do. Surrender, okay? It will work out, right? You've got here, everything's pointing to a change and a rebirth, blessings coming in. But what you need to do is to let go. That's what you need to do. You've got to let go because everything that you need is already within you. It's already there. You can just touch it. You can literally touch it, but you're not seeing it because you're not looking in the right direction. You're resisting change. You're not looking at the things that you need to do to create a solid foundation for yourself. So tend to the small things, okay? Tend to the small things. right? Start with the small things. You don't have to do all the big stuff all at once. You start with the little things. Sort out the pennies and the pounds will look after themselves, okay? Your blessings will come in. Maybe those will be the pounds, right? Your blessings will come in. You've just got a little bit of hard work to do, but it's okay because you can do it, okay? Don't forget, you've got the Queen of Wands here. The Queen of Wands is saying you can do this. You've got everything within you to do it. Don't forget, it's fire energy. Look at the fire, okay? Fire. Fire, okay? Everything is, there's so much like orange and fiery energy here. And we're in Aries season, so whatever it is, release control, surrender, and go with the flow and do it. But all you need to do is to take a step back from it, release the control. Tend to the small things. Do the small things first. You don't have to do things in big chunks. Do it bite size, okay? Give yourself some time and then it will come through. It will come in for you. Whatever this is, it will come in for you. But it's important that you stop resisting, release the pride, let it go, the need to control. You don't have to be in charge of everything, okay? Let that one go. I'm just wondering if there's anything else. I feel like there's one more. I don't know, I just feel like there is. So let's see if there's one more. I feel like there's one more. What's the final message, please, that the viewer needs to see? What is the final message? The final message for the viewer. The final message. You know what, I'm looking at this animal deck and it's screaming out. Let's have a go with this. Final message, please, for the viewer. I'll never make a croupier, will I? Final message, please, for the viewer. What's our final message? Oh, there's two. Okay. Let's have a look. You can't make this up. Now, I love this. This is beautiful. I can't wait to show you these cards. We have Owl Spirit. Owl Spirit. You see clearly now. And we have Bee Spirit. Sweet results await. Come on. You can't make this up. Also, 43 reduces to a 7. Number 7. So 7 or 7 might be significant to you. The number 7. And Owl's all about wisdom, and obviously, you know, the message is very clear here. You see clearly now. Sweet results await. This is your blessings. Your blessings are coming in. I'm telling you, your blessings are absolutely coming in. You're going to see them come through when you start seeing clearly. So when you go on pause, take stock of your situation, start dealing with the little things that need to be dealt with. Reframe how you look at yourself in the mirror each day. Reframe that, okay? Don't try to control everything. Surrender, okay? Reframe how you look at yourself in the mirror, all right? And you will start to see those blessings come in, I promise you, okay? So I don't know who needed to hear that, but that's all I've got for tonight. So enjoy the rest of your evening, or whenever you're seeing this, enjoy the rest of your day. and I'll catch you in the next one.